constructed. Some of you might be wondering the significance of the trees. For those who've been at a beam placement before, you probably have seen a live tree on top of the beam and an American flag. The tree represents gratitude to Mother Earth for all of the elements she gave to make this structure possible. And then the flag, perhaps obviously, but significant nonetheless, represents a gratitude for the freedom that we have to build such wonderful things here in this country. How we looking, crew? And while we raise the beam, if we'll cite some facts that will be featured in the new tower, just to keep you informed and educated about the beautiful facility that we're constructing here. Our crews are still heading up the elevator and getting in place. While we're waiting, just as a bit of information, the first floor of the new patient tower will connect into the first floor of the west building, or what will be known as the Women's and Children's Building, to the north. Visitors will be able to walk from this new main structure to the entrance of the tower through all the buildings to the new Utah Valley Clinic being constructed on the other side of the campus. The second floor will be our new surgical area, where the operating rooms, and many support areas will be co-located to improve efficiencies. In addition to the ORs, this floor will include the prep and recovery areas, the lab, endoscopy, cardiac cath and EP labs, and interventional radiology. So any guesses on the pounds of steel in front of you? Any guesses? Don't look at my sheet. 8 million pounds. That's 4,000 tons. 8 million pounds of steel to make the structure of this patient tower. Isn't that incredible? After a mechanical area on floor 3, the neuroshock trauma ICU will be located on floor 4, and the cardio ICU on floor 5. The cardiac progressive care unit, which is where patients move after they are treated in the cardiac ICU, will be on floor 5. You can see our crew is connecting to his harness and scaling this column. It's pretty remarkable to watch these workers work, as Steve Smoot mentioned earlier. The tower stands at 209 feet, making it the tallest building in Utah County. It's supported, as was mentioned earlier, by a slab of concrete that's 48 inches thick and stretches to approximately the size of a football field. Floor 6 will be a step-down area where patients will go when they no longer need the ICU. Then floors 7, 8, and 9 will be med-surg units. The 10th floor will be a shelled space when the tower opens. This will allow for future growth without having to build a new structure. And our inpatient rehab unit will be located on the 12th floor, or excuse me, on the 11th floor, before the 12th floor finishes as a mechanical area. The tower will include 410 windows and 1,604 doors when it's complete. And installation of the exterior glass will begin in August, here in just a couple of months, and conclude when more than 113,000 square feet of glass are in place. You can see these almost acrobatic workers at the top. I think they have ice running through their veins. I think Steve can probably also expect a little bit more productivity from those who have offices along the windows that watch this day after day. It's pretty remarkable to watch these people work. It may be hard to see, but directly on the floor level, in between the two gentlemen at the top, there's a man with a radio. He's communicating with the crane operator, giving direction before the two individuals on top of the columns are able to grab the beam. And in a few moments, once the beam is put in place, I'll ask for your applause and thanks again for this wonderful team.